Stay with us, this gets deeper. Did you know that in 19th century Senegal, a queen ordered the ritual execution of her own brother rather than submit to French colonial rule? This is the story of Ndaté Yalla Mbodj, the last queen of Waalo, a kingdom that once thrived in the Senegal River Valley. Her reign, though brief, was marked by fierce resistance, strategic alliances, and acts of shocking brutality that continue to fuel debate even today. Was she a ruthless dictator, or a defender of her people against a brutal invader? The truth, like the shifting sands of the Sahel, is complex and layered. Waalo, situated at the intersection of trade routes and cultures, was a prize coveted by European powers, especially France. By the mid-19th century, French influence was tightening its grip on the region, demanding treaties and concessions that eroded Waalo's autonomy. Ndaté Yalla ascended to the throne during this tumultuous period. She was a woman of formidable intellect and unwavering resolve who saw the encroaching French presence as an existential threat to her kingdom and its traditions. Her brother, Prince Mbodj, initially held a position of power, but soon became a pawn in a dangerous game. He advocated for negotiation and accommodation with the French, a position that placed him at odds with his sister's staunch resistance. The historical record paints conflicting portraits of Mbodj. Some sources suggest he was a pragmatist, seeking the best outcome, but here's what they never wanted you to know. For Waalo in a difficult situation. Others portray him as a traitor, willing to compromise his kingdom's sovereignty for personal gain. What is certain is that Ndaté Yalla viewed his actions as a direct challenge to her authority and a betrayal of her people. The breaking point came when Mbodj allegedly conspired with the French to undermine the queen's position. Details of this conspiracy are murky, shrouded in the biases of colonial accounts and oral traditions passed down through generations. But the consequences were stark. Ndaté Yalla accused her brother of treason. A trial was held, its fairness questionable given the circumstances. Mbodj was found guilty and sentenced to death. Stay with us, this gets deeper. A punishment carried out according to Waalo custom. He was ritually executed, a deliberate act designed to send a message of unwavering resolve to both her own people and the French. This act shocked the French and solidified Ndaté Yalla's image as a ruthless leader willing to do anything to protect her kingdom. But it also galvanized support among many Waalo who saw her as a defender of their traditions and independence. The execution of Mbodj was not an isolated incident. Ndaté Yalla's reign was characterized by a series of bold and often brutal decisions aimed at consolidating her power and resisting French encroachment. She forged alliances with other African kingdoms, organized military campaigns, and imposed strict rules to maintain order within Waalo. But the pressure from the French was relentless. Despite her efforts, Waalo's military strength was no match for the superior firepower of the French colonial army. After years of resistance, Ndaté Yalla was eventually defeated and exiled. She died in French custody, a symbol of defiance to the very end. The legacy of Ndaté Yalla remains a source of debate and fascination. Some historians condemn her for her ruthlessness and the execution of her brother, viewing her as a power-hungry tyrant. Others celebrate her as a national hero, a symbol of African resistance against colonial oppression. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. Ndaté Yalla was a product of her time, a ruler faced with impossible choices in a world of shifting power dynamics. Her actions, while undeniably brutal, were driven by a deep sense of duty to her people and a fierce determination to defend their land and traditions from foreign domination. Ultimately, the story of Ndaté Yalla Mbodj serves as a reminder of the complexities of history, the challenges of leadership, and the enduring struggle for freedom and self-determination in the face of colonial aggression. Her reign compels us to grapple with uncomfortable questions about power, justice, and the price of resistance. Was she truly justified in her actions, or did her ambition blind her to the consequences of her choices? The answer, like the mystery surrounding her brother's betrayal, remains open to interpretation. Follow for more untold African stories.